Ken Lazenby here from Ken's Custom Designs, and at the 2017 Home and Garden Show with Direct Colors, demonstrating how to use overlay on existing Formica countertop, and then we're going to do a metallic epoxy resin finish to simulate marble. Here I've mixed my overlay with water to the consistency, and I'm going to kind of put that out in an S shape. And then I'm going to pick up a tool called a magic trowel, which you can get at Direct Colors. Move the material out evenly across the surface. I want to trowel that up on the backsplash there, and get that excess up there on that backsplash good. Make sure everything's covered, and roll around the edges, around that top edge. I'll do this to my front edge as well. Now here I've spritzed water on the surface to help me smooth it down with a hard trowel, steel concrete trowel, so I can smooth that surface down quite a bit more. Now I have a texture roller that I found online somewhere, and that particular one is called Bluestone. Not because it's blue, but and then I've got some DCI mold release agent. I'm going to spray that thoroughly on my tool, and then also on the concrete surface itself, and this helps to keep the concrete from sticking to your tool. Otherwise you'll pretty much pull it right off and it'll just be all over your roller and not on the countertop. You're gonna still get a little bit on your roller, that's okay. And I kind of work that back and forth until it looks kind of how I want it to look, and then I'll do the front edge there. Giving it that live edge gives a realism, like it was perhaps chiseled out of a natural piece of stone. So then when I finish this, I will take my trowel and kind of flatten it out just a little bit, working from the edge and working upward in one direction there and following that over the edge. Now with my piece dried, I begin sanding and knocking off any sharp burrs on that texture. Anything might snag a finger or a piece of clothing on, and it just looks better. Also, I'll go over the surface with that. That's 40 grit, and remove any heavy lines or humped up areas or anything sticking up that I don't want to show through my final finish. It doesn't have to be perfect. Epoxy is pretty forgiving in those regards. Right now I'm taking a brush and dusting off all that excess dust. You do not want that in your epoxy. You're going to have little bumps sticking up all in it. So now with my piece prepared, I am ready to start with my epoxy. If you'll notice in the lower right hand corner of this video, the photo there are the pigment packs. They're little jars. They contain a few ounces of pigment. They color 1 quart of epoxy. You look in the upper right hand corner, there is a complete epoxy countertop kit. It comes with a sealer that you can use before you put on epoxy that can be tinted to several different colors to give you different effects with these pigments, as the pigments are a little bit translucent. I'm just using a white overlay, and I'm mixing pearl from my base color, it's a pearl white, and whale, it's a very dark metallic gray or silver color. And so I've got 2 1 quart kits. Each contains part A, which is the resin, and part B is the hardener. And I'll put pearl in 1 resin, and whale in another quart of resin. And that's what I'm doing there now. And you mix that in very thoroughly before you ever add any hardener into it. Well, just mix it up with a paint stick. So there goes my pearl. My whale. So I've mixed those up. Get those mixed up thoroughly. Put on some rubber gloves before you use epoxy. It's really messy stuff. Make sure you've got your countertops or your cabinets plastic off really well, and plastic on the floors. Keep acetone or mec on hand for cleanup. And also, acetone will help level epoxy and give you a little bit longer working life. You've got about 15 minutes after you mix this up to get it out and get it rolled on. Showing everybody the color there. There's the pearl. It's really brilliant to see in person. It's kind of hard to capture some of these on video. There's the whale color. It's a real dark gray. And that's just going to be for accents. My main base there is going to be the pearl. So I start with my pearl, and there again with the S shape pattern. Now if you'll notice in the upper right hand corner of the video, the kit comes with a roller cover on it, and it comes with a little squeegee there. It's a 10 mil notch squeegee. When you spread this material around with this notch squeegee, make sure that you have the correct 10 mil thickness across your countertop. Providing you have enough epoxy on the countertop, you may have to bore a little more out to get you there. So I start with my flat surface first, and I'm dispersing that out. Just trying to get it all covered. And it leaves those lines there, you know, and we'll touch on that in a minute. Now I've defuzzed this roller. I'm going to start rolling against the grain there. I'm going to roll one direction and then back roll the other direction. You'll notice roller lines in there in the pigments. You think, well, they might stay like that, but they'll actually dissipate, and the stuff will self-level itself. You just don't want to work it too long, past the point of about 15 minutes, or it's not going to level anymore. So you definitely want no flies. You don't want dust flying in the room. Try to keep the environment from getting contaminated. So I'm poured out a little extra there and dip my roller in it so I could run it up the backsplash and then blend that in. Get that top edge real good. Also, you want to get your front edge. And a lot of times this stuff will be dripping off in the floor. That's why you want to make sure it's covered well. You still see roller lines there. That's okay. Those are going to still dissipate, and those pigments are going to flow and spread out. So now I've got well, and I'm just dipping the stick in it and kind of going in towards a 45-degree angle for the most part, to make it look more natural. You know, some of them might veer off there a little bit and crisscross each other, but for the most part, most of them are going one direction and just kind of veer a little bit, and that gives it a natural appearance, like a way water might form stone in nature, might form the sediments. So I try to make sure to follow, you know, across my backsplash into the lines and then over the edges, so that it does look more natural that way. Put as many lines in there, and more colors if you want. It's whatever you want to do. Now I've got another clean roller there, defuzz, just for the whale gray, and I'm going to work that in a kind of a circular motion, changing directions, little small circles. It might drag it a little bit, roll a little bit back and forth, just kind of work it in there. Until you do that, it kind of looks like a zebra cake there. You know, you want to work that that whale color in, or whatever your secondary color is, with the little half circle motion, and different techniques. Now, you know, that does leave a little wavy. That is gonna, once again, that is gonna level out as long as you work within your time frame. I wanted a little more in that area. I thought it looked a little dry there. And, a little more there. So I'll work those in with my roller again. Dragging that one a little bit, little half circles there. Now I'm spraying acetone on the surface. Not only will this help self-level the material a little bit, but it'll also do some really cool things to your metallic pigments. If you look at them there, they've got little dots in them. You see in the surface there, it looks pitted and stuff. That's going to level out in a minute. But the important thing is what it's done to the whale color. You can see little cells starting to form in the epoxy, and that gives more of a realism as well. Now when this dries, I give it 24 hours to dry. You can choose to use DCI 550 water-based polyurethane. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to visit directcolors.com.